Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, welcome to the Glitz Entertainment. Here we'll give you hot gist of trending issues in Nigeria and Africa and the world at large. Please, for those that are new in our media, to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also the like so as to stay updated of the times. Well, let's start with Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's start with sports today. Sports is one of the most interesting things that's keeping us going. Cristiano Ronaldo has topped Instagram's rich list for the first time. The research I'm going to read for you has estimated how much each celebrity can make per post. The Instagram rich list via Hopper HQ. Cristiano Ronaldo makes 1.6 million US dollars per post. Dwayne Johnson is number 2 on the list. He makes 1.52 million US dollars per post. Number 3 on the list is Ariana Grande. She makes 1.51 million US dollars per post. And 4th on the list is Kylie Jenner. She makes 1.49 million US dollars per post. Selena Gomez, number 5 on the list, she makes 1.46 million US dollars per post. Followed by Kim Kardashian, she's number 6 on the list. She makes 1.41 million US dollars per post. Followed by Lionel Messi, the second footballer on the list. He makes about 1.16 million US dollars per post. Beyonce Knowles makes 1.14 million US dollars per post. And then Justin Bieber makes 1.11 million US dollars per post. Number 10 on the list is Kylie Jenner, that makes 1.05 million US dollars per post. That is huge. That is money, man. There's one good thing about this network. That's why you see Nigerians clamoring about what happened to Twitter, about the government's decision to ban Twitter. And they say they are not ready to lift the ban on Twitter. In other words, Twitter is still facing ban. They don't know Nigerians have been making money via this social media platform. We have content creators there. We have so many people who are making money via Twitter, via Instagram, via Facebook, and via YouTube like this. Banning Twitter is not a good way, simply because Twitter deleted a tweet from the President Muhammadu Buhari. The government decided to ban Twitter. See how much people are making from Instagram. And we know the Bobrisky's. We have so many artists in Nigeria, though they are not making this much, but they are making money on Instagram. And imagine what will happen to us in this country, Nigeria, if Instagram is banned. It will affect people terribly. We know this Tunde Ednot is a vlogger. I mean, we know one popular blogger in Nigeria that has been going through a lot, Tunde Ednot. His Instagram account has been banned about 2 times, and it's been banned again the 3rd time. And you see Tunde Ednot, whenever his account is being banned, he will try to open another account or to recreate another account, because that is where he makes money. So imagine what will happen if the government decides to ban all social media platforms in this country. And we have so many graduates out there who are looking for jobs, and there are no jobs in Nigeria. Well, what are your thoughts on that anyway? Don't forget to drop a comment below. Do you think there will be peace in this country, and that so many persons will be able to survive if Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and any social, and TikTok, any other social media platform, is banned? What are your thoughts on that anyway? Don't forget to drop your comments on the comment section below. Still talking about football, Lionel Messi, we have this thing that's trending in the world of football. Some people are in support of Cristiano Ronaldo, saying Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in the world. Other persons are saying no, that Lionel Messi is the best footballer in the world. Well, that is for the fans out there. But basically, before we go into this, who is your best footballer in the world? Are you in support of Cristiano Ronaldo, or are you in support of Messi? Please don't forget to drop your comments on the comment section below. See, talking about Lionel Messi, for the first time in more than 7,504 days, Lionel Messi isn't a Barcelona player. He is officially a free agent now. Wow. He is a free agent. What do you have to say about that, about Lionel Messi being a free agent? We're still talking about football. Let's not be as if we are concentrating on the Europeans or the South Americans, because Lionel Messi is from South America, Cristiano Ronaldo is from Europe. Let's talk about our continent, Africa. Let's talk about some living legends, Samuel Eto'o and Didier Drogba. They are basically living legends. Samuel Eto'o played 833 matches, and he scored 416 goals. All-time statistics. Didier Drogba, on the other hand, played 791 matches, and he scored 365 goals. That's a huge one. But they can't count the goals they scored in monkey post. Some of us, my brother, don't score goals for monkey post. Though we don't count them, but we don't score goals. Also, talking about football, let's move on to Euro, because that's what is trending right now. The Euro 2021 is still ongoing. Congratulations to Andrei Shevchenko. He has achieved a lot as a player and a coach for the Ukrainian national team. Andrei Shevchenko scored Ukraine's first ever goal at the Euros. And not only that, Ukraine's all-time top goal scorer. He is the only Ukrainian to ever win the Ballon d'Or. Apart from that, he took Ukraine to 2006 World Cup quarterfinals. He leads Ukraine to Euro 2020 quarterfinals for the very first time. Andrei Shevchenko is Mr. Ukraine indeed. He has done a lot for the club, for his national team, Ukraine. Congratulations to you, Andrei Shevchenko. Big ups to you. I could remember you did well as a player. I mean, your goals were... Big ups to you, Andrei Shevchenko. Keep winning. As I said earlier, again, Instagram deletes Tunde Ednot's account, and he has opened another Instagram account. We don't know what is happening, why Instagram keeps deleting his account. When his account was first deleted, or this claim that he was violating their policies. No, there's one thing with this social media platform. You can't post anything you feel like posting. No, there are certain things you can't post. And this guy's account has been deleted. It's a very painful experience. Well, Tunde Ednot is back. Well, let's talk about something else that's giving us joy. Flying car completes first ever test flight between two cities. A flying car. They've made a flying car. And in Nigeria, we are still planning to start manufacturing toothpick by 2022. Terrible news. Well, let's give you the good news. A newly designed flying car has completed its first test flight between two cities in Slovakia, spending 35 minutes airborne. The aircraft, produced by Clean Vision, flew between Nitra and the capital Bratislava on Monday, according to a press release published Wednesday. The prototype 1 aircraft is powered by a 160 horsepower BMW engine and comes equipped with a fixed propeller. It transformed from aircraft to a road vehicle in less than 3 minutes. Wow. It has now completed more than 40 hours of test flights, according to Clean Vision, including flying at 8,200 feet and reaching a maximum cruising speed of 190 kilometers per hour, which is about 118 miles per hour. After landing in Bratislava on Monday, the aircraft transformed into a car and was driven into the city center by Clean Vision CEO Stefan Klein and company co-founder Anton Zajac. The company is working on a model called Aircraft Prototype 2, which will boost a 300 horsepower engine. It is expected to be able to cruise at 300 km per hour, which is about 180 miles per hour, and have a range of 1,000 kilometers, which is about 621 miles. Clean Vision plans to develop 3- and 4-seater models of the aircraft, as well as twin engine and amphibious versions, according to its website. That is a huge one. I mean, stuff like this in movies, because I love Hollywood movies. If you are a James Bond fan, I mean, you must have seen stuff like this. Cars that are flying cars. I thought these things have been in existence when I was growing up, but now I know these guys are using us. These Hollywood people, I mean, they are into graphics. They don't joke with graphics. They are into graphics. They are into design. They will blend graphics with their cinematography. Everything will look perfect and real. Well, I've learned a lot from this, that very soon we'll have air car. And guess what? If that car drops today, we'll have it in Nigeria. And we need cars like that in places like Lagos, because the traffic in Lagos is something else. But even if you bring cars like that in Nigeria, imagine everybody, or let's say we have about 200 million people in this country. Let's imagine 100 million people start using this car. There'll be traffic in the air too. Don't you think so? Well, the air is wide and it's broad. I don't think they'll have that traffic as we have in the road. And we all know the problem we are having in this country. We have bad roads, and it's giving us headache. I think this Clean Vision dream should come to Nigeria. We need cars like this, flying cars. You ride, and according to what they say, that once the car lands, it takes about 3 minutes to transform from a flying car to a driving car. That is a huge one. Congratulations, man. People are doing, I mean, we keep reading news like this and it gives us joy. But there's one bad about us in this country. We don't produce nothing. We keep borrowing money from countries like this that have been producing. Not that we don't have the brains in this country. And there's one thing again about us in this country. If you have the brains, people won't believe you. See our brothers about making good shoes, but people will tell you, about made, I can't use that. But funny enough, if you travel to places like Dubai, you see about made there. You buy it, double the price of what is being sold here in Aba. But we prefer buying what we saw in Dubai, because we believe Dubai is better than Nigeria. No doubt Dubai is better than Nigeria, but we have the brains here. So talking about our beloved country, Nigeria, and as I said earlier, some countries are developing, they are doing great things, and we don't even know if we are like taking one step forward and 10 steps backward. We have this news from Kano that that the Kano State Hizbah police force has banned the use of mannequins to display clothes by tailors, supermarkets, and boutique owners. The Commander General of the force, Sheikh Sina, made this known in a statement issued to Daily Trust on Wednesday. The Kano State Hizbah Corps is a religious police force in Nigeria's Kano State responsible for the enforcement of Sharia law. Sharia law is a religious law that lays down governing principles for spiritual, mental, and physical behavior that must be followed by Muslims, regarded as God's command for Muslims. Sharia law is essentially Islam's legal system. Sheikh Sina said the use of mannequins by tailors, supermarkets, and others are against Islamic principles. He added that the Hizbah force would embark on sensitization of the public to educate them on how Islam frowns at the use of mannequins. He said after sensitization, the board would embark on raiding of those places to remove the mannequins, describing their use for advert purpose as idolatry. We divided Kano into 5 areas for monitoring and implementation of the ban across the state, he added. What is really happening? Oh God. These things have been in existence for decades. People have been using it to promote their businesses. So now this guy just came up and said, no, that it is idolatry. I don't just get it. I don't get it at all. Most times reading news like this, I mean, it gets me pissed off. Well, as I said earlier, everybody has something to say. Don't forget to drop your comments on the comment section below. Some people are in support of what is happening, of anything that happens in the country under this administration. Some people are strongly against what is happening in the country. We know Twitter has been banned and so many persons have been crying because they can't make money again via social media. We don't have jobs in this country. They keep telling us no jobs, there will be jobs, but we have so many unemployed graduates out there. Though some unemployed graduates have been receiving 30,000 naira as empowerment. But what can you do with 30,000 naira in a month? It's terrible news. It's like sickening that a nurse arrested for allegedly piercing the eyes of a baby whose mom she was angry with for giving her a carryover at the National Open University in Sokoto. The mom gave you carryover and had to pierce the baby's eyes. That is like transferring aggression from parents to siblings. It's very bad. Nursing staff at the Usman Danfodio University Teaching Hospital in Sokoto State, Folashade Adesina, is currently in detention after she was accused of piercing the eyes of a newborn baby born in the hospital. The mother of the baby, Asma Ahmed Tijani, in an interview with Daily Trust, said Adesina inflicted used injection needle to pierce the eyes of her baby a few minutes after she was born in order to avenge a carryover she got at the Sokoto Study Center of the National Open University of Nigeria, now where she, Tijani, works as non-academic staff. She recalled that 1 week to her expected date of delivery, the nurse met her in her office and said she wanted to have a private discussion with her. When my pregnancy was due for delivery and I was taken to the labor room precisely on the 15th of June, the same woman came and stood by my bed, speaking Yoruba language to the nurse that was attending to me. This made me very uncomfortable because I did not know her mission. So I complained to my nurse, who pleaded with her to leave the place. Immediately after my delivery, my nurse started preaching to me to always try to be kind to the people I deal with, especially in my workplace. She said the nurse I complained about told her that I gave her a carryover. I was shocked to hear this because I am not a teaching staff of the university and have no business with student scripts. So how could I give her a carryover? When my husband came, the same woman came and collected my baby, saying she was taking her to him. I asked one of the doctors present at the time to follow her, but she declined. After some minutes, she brought the baby back, and when I received her, I noticed some blood coming out from her eyes. So I started crying and shouting, and before you knew it, the labor room was filled with hospital staff. Wow. When they realized what happened, they all rushed out to look for that nurse, but she was nowhere to be found, and her phone was switched off. Terrible, terrible, terrible news. This story in no balance. In no balance. Fine, she is not an academic staff. How possible is it that she gave you a carryover or an F, that you went as far as piercing her baby's eyes? What is really happening to us in this country? Wickedness is something it's becoming very rampant. People kill people for no reason. Even if the mom gave you an F, even if the mom failed you when you were in school, do you have that right or that legal right to inflict injuries on the baby. It is not scriptural. It is not in the Quran. It is not in the law. It is absolute wickedness. That is like wickedness to the superlative degree. Thank you very much for watching Jugular's Entertainment. We hope you entertain. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also the like to assist you every time. Take care of yourself and have a lovely day.